Anyhow, so I was in an accident. This whole front piece got smashed in. These lights and the little grill that the light goes here, the light goes here, the grill goes down here. That's smashed. The light goes here. This light got damaged. I'm zip tying it. Then the grill that goes here got smashed. My window wiper mechanism, which nobody in America has, popped out. A buddy gave me both of them, and I lost one, so I lost it in the crash. So anyhow, so this whole thing right here, is called a radiator core support. Comes down here, it's a plastic piece, comes down here, all plastic down here, all plastic down here. So thank God my AC, and I don't know what this is, this must be a cooler for something else. These two coolant things, it doesn't look like it's three of them, it's three of them. It's this one, and this one. They did not break, they just got bent up. But the radiator got broke. So this is my new radiator. My fan got broke. Oh look, my fan I didn't even put the fan in right. Okay, I gotta do that when I get off of air. See, it has two clips on the side. I'm gonna do it right now. Now there's a piece at the bottom, and there's a piece at the top. So I don't know why it's not clipping in. Anyhow, I'm gonna do that in a moment. I can't do it right now. Anyhow, so there's these two bolts here that hold it in. There's a bunch of bolts that hold the headlight support. One goes down here, one goes back here, one goes back here, one goes back here, and then there's one under here on both sides. To take the bumper off, what you gotta do is, this is the wheel, right? Take off all of these that are holding the felt cover on. Then behind that, there's some more screws that you got to take off, and then you should be able to pull this out, but you can't because there's a little plastic body clip right here that I couldn't take out. So when I pulled it out, I ripped it. I ripped the bumper, but this here, all of these up here are just clips. You're gonna pull out this part. This part right here can be pulled out, but this part right here is held in by a piece. Now the whole bumper can't come off because the screws are inside of here. Okay, so take out those screws if you want to get that out. Now when you get inside, when you eventually get the bumper cover off, you got these brackets that hold the actual aluminum bar right here. These brackets, one of my brackets got bent up. These brackets actually hold the radiator down. They hold the radiator up, I'm sorry. And then this part up here also holds the radiator. So you got to take these screws out, these are just like rubber support things. You got to check the WordPress for a little more detail. These just went back in. But going back to this, after you take the screws off of here, there's a plastic piece that stays on. There's a black plastic piece that stays on behind here. There's a black plastic piece that stays on behind here. That piece attaches to part of the radiator core support. It attaches to a plastic piece behind here of the radiator core support. So you can actually take out the core support without damaging any of the AC or radiator stuff. You can take it out. If your radiator is good and your fan is good, then you don't have a problem. My EGR valve was damaged. The hose for the EGR valve was damaged. The crash put a hole inside my thing here. It broke my temperature sensor right here, so I had to buy a new hose. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I bought this new hose. Had to buy a new radiator, used radiator fan, and that's probably why it doesn't clip in right. But this is all aftermarket stuff. This is aftermarket. This is aftermarket. Now this, the hood latch. The hood latch is supposed to go into a hole. I'm gonna go upside down. The hood latch is supposed to go into a hole back here, but I was lazy. I didn't bother. I just put it right there. It's supposed to tuck under here though. It's supposed to tuck under here. It's too much trouble to get the wire out and do all of that stuff. Headlights, like I said, my headlights got smashed. That's why they're being held in with zip ties right now. I had Gorilla Tape on it before. Right now I don't have any Gorilla Tape anywhere right now. So it's just really zip ties. So I'm a little more confident with the zip ties than with the Gorilla clips, than with the Gorilla Tape. Next thing, when I put in the, look at this, you see this dent right here? My hood got pushed back. My hood got pushed back in the crash. So the hood wouldn't line up. So it hit right here. And that's potentially damaging this again. So what I had to do was loosen up the bolts that hold the hood on, shift it forward on both sides, loosen up the 4 bolts, pull the hood forward and tighten it, and then it came down nicely right into it. Let me close the hood right now and you can see that. I gotta still put the radiator on, but see my hood is all bent up right here. It got pushed in. All of that got pushed in. This is still driving. I mean, it's been driving constantly since then. See, my headlight is cracked. Can't really tell too bad, right? Doesn't look all that bad. So that's it. That's the adventure. This piece right here, all of this broke out. Part of that bottom part broke down here. That's zip tied on too. My whole thing is zip tied on. Well, yeah, it's still running. It's still running nicely. You know, not too bad. Not too bad. Need a little wash. All right, but you know, otherwise, it's not too bad. No major dents. This is like the most major dent right here. Somebody keyed it up, but I think that's before I had it. I can't remember. So that's about it regarding changing the radiator core support and changing the radiator.